Welcome back to the conclusion of our deep dive into the popular mechanics investigation of the warp drive. At this point in the story, warp drives sit in a very weird place. The math behind Alcubierre and Lentz metrics is intriguing enough that serious physicists keep returning to it, despite the physics-breaking implications. But the practical barriers, the energy scales, the material constraints, are so large that even the people who helped popularize the idea often sound skeptical today. Popular Mechanics closes its investigation by zooming out. If warp drives are so far away, why does the idea persist? And what does that persistence say about how physics advances? One of the most revealing claims in the article is sociological, not mathematical. It's about how we choose what to fund and what to dream about. Warp drive research is not typically funded like mainstream engineering. It doesn't have the same institutional pipeline as battery chemistry or even conventional propulsion. So a lot of progress, if you can call it progress, comes from self-starters working in their spare time, or small nonprofits and niche institutes. Progress also comes from accidental overlap with other research, where someone notices a pattern and asks, "Wait, does this resemble a warp metric?" That's exactly how the story frames Sonny White's moment. He's studying Casimir cavities for DARPA-related work, sees a peculiar pattern, and recognizes something familiar. It wasn't a case of, "We built the drive." It was more like, "We found a clue while doing something else." That's a classic pathway for theoretical physics. Popular Mechanics then threads warp drives into a bigger debate, whether fundamental physics is experiencing a multi-decade stagnation in experimental results. The piece cites physicist Sabine Hossenfelder, who has argued that physics has drifted away from frequent, persistent physical experimentation toward pure theory. Her critique is structural. Fewer experiments means fewer chances for unexpected discoveries, which means fewer new tools for the next generation. Fewer new tools means experiments stay expensive and rare. It's a feedback loop, and warp drives in this framing become a kind of emblem of that loop. Not because warp drives are the missing breakthrough, but because they highlight how far theory can run ahead of what we can actually test in a lab. The article also gives Hossenfelder a very blunt line about time horizons. Warp drives, she suggests, aren't going to lead to applications in the next 1,000 years. That's not meant to be a dunk. It's a calibration. If the timescale is centuries, the "why aren't we building it yet?" question stops making sense. The real question becomes, what kind of research culture can even sustain a project that long? Popular Mechanics ends with a powerful metaphor for science. White visits the Strasbourg Cathedral and notices the timeline. Construction began in 1015, and it didn't finish until 1439. That's 424 years of labor. The people laying the foundation had no chance of ever seeing the finished spire, but they still did the work. Warp drive isn't a product roadmap. It's a cathedral. It's a multi-century accumulation of theory, material science, and maybe most importantly, new physics we haven't discovered yet. It is the long work. Let's recap the whole story. 1. The loophole is real. Relativity forbids local FTL motion, but it doesn't forbid space-time expansion and contraction. 2. Alcubierre gave the idea a mathematical body. A warp bubble geometry can be written down. Expand space behind, contract space ahead. It's possible on paper. 3. The original solution is physically brutal. The energy requirements are enormous, and the stress energy often implies negative energy density. 4. Vacuum physics provides the real-world anchor. The Casimir effect is measurable and shows vacuum configurations can produce surprising forces. 5. White's observation is a narrative spark, not a breakthrough. A pattern in Casimir data resembles warp metrics, but it's not a built drive. 6. Lengths represents a major reframing. If a warp solution can be constructed with positive energy, one of the biggest conceptual barriers weakens. 7. Ballbrick and martyr represent feasibility culture. Subluminal stepping stones and tools to test if a proposed metric is physically plausible. 8. Even if the metric exists, control and safety remain. Bubble boundaries, steering, stopping, these may be fatal, unjumpable constraints. So where does that leave us? Popular mechanics doesn't say we're close. It says the math isn't nonsense and the vacuum is stranger than empty space. The warp drive dream isn't a promise. It's a cathedral blueprint for the deep future. Subscribe to SciByte Insights for more. Until next time, never stop asking why.